Listen to me, child of God, because today I'm going to speak life over you. The power of your future is in the words you speak to yourself. You see, every morning is a new opportunity. It's a new day, and it's time to rise. It's time to step into the greatness that has been waiting for you. There are 9 things you need to declare over your life every morning, not just with your lips, but with your spirit, your mind, and your soul. I want you to get ready to shake off yesterday's doubts. Silence the voices that told you that you couldn't, and embrace the power that lies within you. As you step into this day, don't you dare walk into it with your head down. You've been equipped for greatness. Every step you take, every breath you breathe is a step toward destiny. God didn't wake you up this morning for you to settle for less. So I need you to declare right here, right now, that this is the day that your breakthrough begins. Are you ready? Get ready, because this is the best day of your life. Here are the 9 things you need to tell yourself every single morning to unlock the power that's been locked inside of you. I am chosen, not forsaken. Today is filled with divine purpose. Before my feet hit the ground, I remind my soul of this truth. I am not a mistake. I am not here by accident. I am here on assignment. Every breath in my body is a sign that God is not finished with me yet. There's a reason I woke up this morning, and that reason is bigger than my struggles, bigger than my pain, and bigger than my past. I might not have all the answers. I might still be wrestling with wounds, but I know this: I am still here. And as long as I'm here, there is purpose in my presence. Heaven has invested something in me. I'm carrying something powerful, something necessary, something the world needs. So I can't afford to live like I'm forgotten. I can't move like I'm insignificant. I am chosen. I am appointed. I am anointed for this very moment. My life is not random. It is intentional. Even the storms I've survived were not meant to destroy me, but to prepare me. I've been called out of the shadows and into the light. I've been set apart even when I felt left out. And today, I refuse to let my emotions lie to me. I refuse to let fear talk me out of my future. I refuse to let yesterday's rejection define today's direction. I don't need everyone to understand me. I just need to understand who I am. And I am chosen not by man, not by popularity, not by performance, but by purpose. Before I was formed in my mother's womb, he knew me. Before they ever called me by name, God had already called me by destiny. I will not live small. I will not play safe. I will walk with confidence, not arrogance, because the creator of the universe saw fit to breathe life into me this morning. That means today is not ordinary. Today is sacred. I may not see the full picture, but I trust the painter. I may not feel worthy, but I know I am worth it. Not because of my perfection, but because of his promise. I am chosen, not forsaken, and I will walk into this day with my head high and my spirit aligned, knowing that this very moment carries divine purpose. What didn't break me yesterday is building today. The fact that I'm still standing is proof that I've been through some things. Some things that were meant to crush me, meant to silence me, meant to bury me. But here I am. Every scar on my soul is a reminder that the enemy tried and failed. Life threw its worst at me, but grace caught me. I've cried tears that nobody saw. I've fought battles in the dark, battles that left me weary, but not defeated. And the truth is, I've grown stronger in the struggle. I've learned more in the fire than I ever did in the comfort. I've discovered my identity not in the applause, but in the adversity. Pain has been my teacher, loss has been my trainer, and hardship has been the weight room where I built resilience. You see, what the enemy meant for evil, God turned around and used for development. I didn't just survive, I evolved. My mindset has changed, my heart has matured, and my faith has deepened. I don't walk like I used to. I don't think like I used to. I'm not who I was, and I refuse to apologize for the strength that was forged in the struggle. People may see the outside and think I have it all together, but they don't know what it costs to be here. They don't know how many nights I had to encourage myself, how many mornings I had to push through the heaviness just to show up. I didn't get here on a bed of roses. I got here on my knees through grit, through grace, through moments when quitting looked easier than continuing. But I kept going. I kept believing. I kept speaking life even when I felt empty. And every time I refused to break, I was being built with wisdom, built with discernment, built with vision. Now, I walk in today carrying the bricks of yesterday's pain, not as burdens, but as building blocks. My story is not a sob story, it's a strength story. It's the story of someone who was knocked down, but not knocked out. The process was painful, but the result is powerful, because every hit I took, every door that slammed, every betrayal I endured didn't destroy me. It developed me. I've got a foundation that can't be shaken by opinions or rejection. I know who I am because I know what I've been through. And the beauty of it is I'm still becoming, still building, still rising, because what didn't break me yesterday is building me today. I speak life, not limits, over my future. I refuse to let my mouth become a weapon against my destiny. Too many times we talk ourselves out of what God has already spoken over us. We rehearse our fears instead of declaring our faith. But not today. Today, I choose to align my words with my vision. I will not curse my future with doubt. I will not shrink my dreams to fit my circumstances. I am speaking life into every dry place, into every delay, into every corner of my calling that has been lying dormant. My words are seeds, and I am planting them with intention. I declare breakthrough. I declare favor. I declare doors opening that no man can shut. I am not a prisoner of my past. I am a pioneer of my promise. When I speak, I shape the atmosphere around me. I know the power of life and death is in the tongue, so I will not waste my words on worry. I will not use my voice to magnify my limitations. I will use it to call forth healing, abundance, clarity, and strength. I don't have to see the full picture to believe in the promise. I don't have to feel it to speak it. I speak what I expect, not just what I experience. I declare that this day is working for my good, that every delay is divine, that every setback is a setup, that everything I need is already making its way to me. I don't speak fear, I speak faith. I don't speak defeat, I speak dominion. I speak I will. I declare that I am capable, equipped, empowered, and prepared for every challenge ahead. I am not going to repeat generational patterns of limitation and lack. I break every mental ceiling with the words, I choose today. I rise above insecurity with the truth that I am enough. I silence every lie that says I'm not qualified. I open my mouth and speak what heaven says about me. I speak purpose over confusion, light over darkness, and victory over every battle. My future listens when I speak, so I will be intentional with every word I release. This isn't just motivational talk. This is spiritual strategy. My language is shifting my life. My declarations are digging trenches for miracles to flow. I speak life over my family, my finances, my relationships, and my calling. I speak growth, I speak alignment, I speak increase. And no matter what yesterday tried to convince me of, I remind myself today that I have the power to shift everything, not by force, but by faith, not by doubt, but by declaration, because I speak life, not limits, over my future. I walk by faith, not by fear. I've learned that if I let fear dictate my decisions, I'll always stay stuck in the same place. Safe but stagnant, fear will always present a casey. What if it fails? What if they reject you? What if you're not enough? But faith rises up and says, even if it's uncertain, move anyway. Even if it's scary, step anyway. I don't need to have all the answers to trust the process. I don't have to see the entire staircase to take the first step. Faith is not about being fearless. It's about choosing to move forward despite the fear. Every time I've made progress in life, it was because I listened to the voice of faith over the noise of fear. And I'm not just talking about big public decisions. Sometimes faith is choosing to get out of bed when everything in you wants to quit. Sometimes it's showing up to the job, to the dream, to the conversation, even when your hands are shaking. Faith doesn't mean I don't feel the fear. It means I don't let the fear have the final say. I walk by faith in the morning when doubts start whispering before the day even begins. I walk by faith when I face uncertainty, when plans fall through, when life hits hard. Because fear sees obstacles, but faith sees opportunity. Fear says, stay where it's safe. But faith says, go where you're sent. And I know that if I keep walking by fear, I'll never reach what God has promised. So I choose faith, not just when it's easy, not just when it makes sense, but especially when it doesn't. Because faith has eyes that look beyond the natural. Faith sees potential in the middle of the problem. Faith believes there's purpose even in the pain. And when I walk by faith, I tap into a power that's greater than me. I move in the confidence that I'm not walking alone. I've got grace for every step, strength for every obstacle, and peace for every unknown. Fear may show up, but it doesn't get to lead. I let faith lead the way. I don't consult my feelings before I follow God. I don't wait for certainty before I obey. I step out because I know who walks with me. And every time I choose faith over fear, I grow, I rise, I advance, because I walk not by what I see, not by what I feel, but by what I believe. I walk by faith, not by fear. This day is my opportunity. My breakthrough begins now. I refuse to treat today like it's just another ordinary moment. I woke up breathing. I woke up thinking. I woke up with purpose still pulsing through my veins. And that means there is something in this day with my name on it. I'm not waiting until the conditions are perfect, because breakthrough doesn't need perfect conditions. It needs bold faith. I'm not postponing my progress until next week, next month, or next year. I'm showing up right now. I may not control everything that happens around me, but I do control how I respond. And today I choose to respond with power, with expectation, with hunger. I refuse to keep living on autopilot while my dreams collect dust. I've been through too much, prayed too hard, and come too far to live beneath what I'm called to. So I shift my perspective. I'm not just surviving this day, I'm seizing it. I'm pulling every ounce of purpose out of this moment. The meeting I walk in today might carry divine favor. The conversation I have today might unlock my next opportunity. The decision I make today might be the first domino that shifts my entire life. I don't need the whole path to be lit. I just need the courage to take the next step. And I take it knowing that heaven backs me. I walk into this day not dragging the weight of yesterday, but with the fire of new possibility. I speak expectation into the atmosphere. I believe something good can happen, something can shift, something can break open for me. I've been on the edge long enough. It's time to leap. It's time to say yes, to take the call, to start the work, to make the move. This day is not a repeat, it's a reset. I won't allow distractions, doubts, or delays to rob me of what's mine, even if it's a small step, even if it's behind the scenes, it still matters. It's still movement. And momentum builds breakthrough. I've seen what happens when I stay stuck in fear, and I've tasted what happens when I move in faith. Today, I choose faith. I choose focus. I choose to believe that progress is possible for me, not just for others. I don't need to compete. I don't need to compare. What's for me is for me, and this day is full of divine deposits waiting to be claimed. I will not sleepwalk through it. I will not talk myself out of it. I will show up with my whole heart, ready to grow, ready to receive. I declare that this day is loaded with opportunity, bursting with breakthrough, and I step into it like I believe it, because this is not just another day. This is the day that something shifts.